want to expand on what this vibrational shift and spiritual awakening is about. You know, we are co-creators of the world that we live in. And one of the ways that I like to explain it is that um, God, source, creator, you know, again, back to labels, whatever label you put on that highest power, you know, we said to him, hey, we want to create. He said, okay, go play. And you can go play and create. But whatever you create, you have to clean up. And what we didn't understand is that we started creating things in fear and in anger because we hurt one another. And so throughout time, as you will, you know, time as we know it, time, linear time, the past, the present, and the future. We created things in linear time that we are now having to deal with and clean up so that we can come back to the divine template that we all have within us. And the only way we come back to that divine template is by cleaning up all of the things that we created while we were down here playing in the lower dimensions, in 3D, in planet Earth. You know, again, back to labels. And there are many labels, there are many ways to look at things, there are many ways that people believe. All of it goes to belief systems as well, because you can't see what you don't believe in. And we are creating, destroying, and having to clean up all of those things at the same time. That's what this shift is about. We are coming back into our divine template, and you know, the goal here is to start creating from love and not from fear, and not from a need for revenge, and not for a need for something to be fixed. You know, we can create a lot of good stuff. We've created a lot of bad stuff. And that the boots on the ground, those of us that are already awake, are here to tell people what we've done. And not what you've done, not what the neighbor's done, not what my child has done, not what my dad has done, but what each and every one of us has done. Whatever has been created in our reality, we signed on for, we agreed to. Then we went about creating it. And we created it through a veil of amnesia where we forgot that we were the creators of what we're experiencing. Therefore, we started blaming other people for what we helped create. And that's where the cleanup has to take up, because a lot of people are still in that I need an apology. I need revenge. I need this to be made right. Don't we all want that? You know, the person that hurt us. Well, when you start measuring it against those you've hurt, and you don't always know those you've hurt, because like the book, The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, sometimes you just brush up against people and you don't know you've had an impact. Well, if you want to know the impact of what people do when they're walking through life, a good movie to watch would be It's a Wonderful Life. Follow George Bailey and the impact he had on lives. That's the kind of impact you want to have. You don't necessarily want to be Mr. Potter. So I encourage you during this time of year and during this shift, pay attention to what's going on and go to the core of why you're doing what you're doing. Change it a little bit. Let's not keep doing things the way that we have been doing them, because that's the definition of insanity. And I don't care what dictionary you look that one up in. That is the definition of insanity. We need to stop doing things the way we've always done them and start doing them a different way. start remembering who we are, what we are, where we're from, and start treating people like they're our brothers and sisters. And I don't mean our human ones, because some people treat their brothers and sisters pretty shitty, you know. Let's treat everybody with some empathy, kindness, understanding, and compassion. Be the person that you want others to be to you every day.